All right, moving on to part 2 of what to look for when buying a Porsche 911 SC. Moving on to the engine bay, obviously you want to make sure it runs and drives well, so take it out for a test drive. But visually, you also want to just check, basic things. No tape lines here. You want to make sure the spot welds are there and correct. Make sure the original stickers are here. Things are CAD plated properly. You've got original stickers here, factory inspection markings here. But then, you want to check here. Make sure that there's no creases in here that would indicate accident damage or anything like that. You've got the original emission sticker there. But then you also want to check the engine number, the all-important engine number, and it's right there on the 911s. And that number, you can find in the COA to correlate it to B matching numbers, or sometimes the original manuals would actually have the engine number written out from the factory, so you can cross-reference it there, and this car is matching 6292073, which is pretty cool. Moving on to the front trunk, you want to make sure that the car has tools and manuals. I mean, if they're not there, it's not the end of the world, but I always like to see that. Then you also take away all the carpeting in the trunk area, which is kind of a pain, but it's very important. Now that you have all the carpeting out, you want to go in here and check to see if all of the seams and spot welds are correct. Make sure that none of these are odd looking, or there's any weird creasing or welds that aren't factory. And this looks all very clean, all factory. This area is where the ROW VINs would go. This area is very clean with a factory sealer on it, CAD plated and marked. All of this is very tidy with all the correct factory inspection markings that you want to look for. Definitely check the smuggler's box. You'll also want to check the bulkhead VIN to make sure it matches the A-pillar and the door jamb. And then, take a look at the spare, take it out as well. Check underneath. But this is the original spare, date stamped 79. And then you'll also want to check in here for hits or accident damage as well. So there you have it. That's what we look for. I mean, there's so many other things you could get into, like looking at the underside. I'd highly recommend that. But that pretty much does it for the SC. If there's another car you want us to do, please let us know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed the video.